Hello everyone, my name is Satish Kumar from the School of Computer Science, University of Birmingham, UK. On behalf of my research group, it's my honor to present our research work which is carried out between the collaboration of University of Birmingham, Loughborough University and the University of Melbourne. In this talk, I will discuss the self-adaptive service composition with depth-aware two-level constant reasoning. Well, I'm going to discuss briefly about the background and motivation for conducting this research work. Service composition is a key technology for building composite application by composing multiple existing web services, and the resulted composite application is then deployed in the cloud and forming the basics of modern software as a service in the cloud. Moreover, in composite service execution, each web service has its own capacity to process request workload. For example, as shown in the figure, the selected component service for the search item abstract service can process 50 requests in 0.19 seconds. Moreover, rapidly changing workload on the composite application may encounter the problem of underutilization or overutilization on the component service, and these cases are undesirable because they affect the overall application service quality such as latency. However, increasing workload may cause the problem of overutilization of the component service, and it would negatively affect the latency and violates the service level agreement. On the other side, decreasing workload may lead to underutilization of the capacity of component service, which reduces the overall service revenue and frequently violates the local and global constraint due to strict hardness imposed by the service provider. To address these issues, self-adaptation on service composition is the promising technique, but it is important to ensure that adaptation can be effective and render the benefits over time. And the key contribution of this paper are that we introduce technical depth metaphor that support economic driven decision in the self-adaptation process. Instead of considering the local and global constraints as the hard in the service composition, we refine the global constraint as the soft one that enable us to make the reasoning process in the self-adaptation and mitigate the problem of over-optimism. Further, we design an efficient two-level constant reasoning algorithm in the Datasso framework that is depth-aware and utilize the different strictness of the two-level constraint to reduce the search space. So, what is technical depth? Technical depth is a metaphor in software development, and its core idea is to describe the extra cost accumulated by action that compromise long-term benefits in the software development, like maintainability for getting short-term benefits due to need of timely software release or market demand. Moreover, this metaphor is used as an economic-driven decision approach for communicating the technical trade-off between short-term advantages and the long-term benefits in the software project. In the context of service composition, the notation of technical depth can be perfectly aligned with the requirement of long-term benefits. Each possible component service may be associated with a depth with respect to SLA violation or suboptimal utilization of their capacity, or depth could be related to an inappropriate runtime decision for the component service selection. For example, selecting a higher capacity component service than the end user demand may accumulate the depth due to underutilization of its capacity. We developed a Datasso framework that supports different strictness on the two-level constant reasoning in the adaptation process, and it also supports economic-driven decision for long-term service selection. As shown in the figure, it has three key stages for performing self-adaptation on the service composition, which are the formalization, modeling, and reasoning. Okay, let's discuss these components step by step. Formalization is the first stage in Datasso framework, and it has a formalizer component which is responsible for two tasks. First one is formulating and recording the global and local level constraint as documented in the SLA, and the second one is to monitoring the service composition environment and informing to the modeling stage whenever any violation is detected. In the modeling component, after getting constant violation information from the formalizer component, at step 2, the workload predictor component keep the track of the historical workload on each component service and provide a time series model to be embedded with the constant information that combines together for building temporal depth-aware utility model. Further, this utility model support two regional component for selecting depth-aware long-term component service. In the reasoning component, depth-aware utility model and the two-level constraints and the service repository with all possible component service would be exploited by the regional component at step 3, and we design a depth-aware two-level constraint reasoning algorithm that enables more efficient processing by reducing the original search space based on the constraint information and produce a composition plan that has the highest long-term benefit. Two-level constraint reasoning with different strictness, we consider both local and global constraints for the latency and the utilization in the formalization stage of the TESO framework. Instead of considering hard constraint for both of them, we treat the global constraint as a soft one, which help to mitigate the problem of over-optimistic. The utilization is a direct measurement of the underutilized situation, and the latency value reflects the problem of overutilization, as too high utilization usually means the component service is overstressed, which means in the latency degradation. So we design the hard local constant in a way that they should not be violated. This is because at the component service level, any violation of the constant may cause the severe failure in the workflow execution. For example, a violation of latency or utilization caused by a workload that exceeds the capacity would simply bring the individual component service down, and it caused the failure of entire service composition. However, equation 1 and 2 are used to calculate the constant value at component service level, and it helps to formalizer component to detect the constant violation during service execution. And the global constraints specify the minimum expectation of latency and utilization for the entire service composition, and we treat global constant as soft one because we can tolerate certain violation with an aim to mitigate the issue of over optimism. And using equation 3 and 4, we calculate the global constant value at the entire service composition level. Okay, we design a temporal depth-aware utility model at the modeling stage in the Dataso framework. This model quantifies the depth which is accumulated on the component service for a certain period of time. The depth model has two major components, principal and the interest, like as defined in the financial theory. Let's discuss how to calculate principal over component service selection. So the principal denoted as PCXY as the execution cost of searching and selecting a component service in the repository. And it can be calculated using equation 5, where OCXY denotes the required time for searching and selecting a component service, and CCOM is the execution cost of computing resources. Interest can be accumulated due to underutilization or overutilization of component service capacity. The actual cost can be related to the penalty of constant violation or the rented resources have not been fully utilized. So equation 7 calculate the interest if the utilization constraint is violated, and in similar way equation 8 calculate the interest if latency constraint is violated at component service level, and equation 6 shows the overall interest accumulated on the component service. Now we are able to build the depth model as shown in the equation 9. We calculate the overall depth on the component service by combining principal and interest as we discussed. Further, we calculate the depth aware utility score of the selected component service using equation 10. This score helps to identify the long-term based feasible component service among the set of candidate component service in the repository. So we design an efficient two-level constraint reasoning algorithm in the reasoning component of the TESO framework. Algorithm 1 dynamically monitor the service composition environment and trigger the service adaptation process when it detect any constraint violation. And algorithm 2 use a depth-aware two-level constant reasoning for searching and selecting long-term feasible component service in the adaptation process. For more information, please read our research paper. For evaluating the performance of DTASO framework, we use three different state-of-the-art approaches. Two-level hard constant approach. This is similar to DTASO, but we assume that both local and global constants are hard. And the depth oblivious approach. This is similar to DTASO, but without the temporal depth-aware utility model. And the region-based composition approach. This is state-of-the-art approach proposed by Lin. In this approach, component services are selected based on its region. Okay, let's discuss the result. We compare the global utilization and latency achieved by all approaches as shown in the figure. In particular, the DTASO framework achieves better utilization and latency than RBC approach, and it has also a smaller variance than the RBC approach. Moreover, to get better understanding of the DTASO framework, we firstly compare it with two-level hard constant reasoning approach and depth oblivious approach. As shown in the box plot, DTASO achieve much better utilization and smaller variance, but for the latency, DTASO is slightly more deviated but provide overall better result quality. Now we compare the depth accumulated by all approaches as shown in the figure, and it is clearly shown that DTASO has significantly less depth than the other three approaches as it accumulates over time, and it suggests that DTASO favors the component service that is less likely to contribute to global constant violation. Now we compare the running time for all the approaches as shown in the figure. In this research, the running time denotes the required time for searching and selecting a component service in the repository. We can see that RBC has the highest running time due to the region-based algorithm, and TLHCA is the second highest because of frequent need of replacing all component service. And DTASO and DOA differ in terms of the depth calculation, and they have similar running time, but they are significantly faster than the other approaches. So finally, we propose a depth-aware two-level constant reasoning approach in the DTASO for self-adapting service composition, and experiment results shows that DTASO is more efficient than the state-of-the-art approaches in terms of utilization, latency, and running time. In future work, we will extend the DTASO framework for better synergy with multi-objective evolutionary algorithm and online learning techniques. Thank you very much for your kind attention. And if you have any query, please contact me on the given email ID. Thank you.